What's up, y'all? I'm back with another one. I've been gone for a while. I'm dropping this on my YouTube channel. Today's Friday. Friday the 5th. We got less than 12 hours, and Cass versus Easy. Easy, the block capper. They about to go down with a whole bunch of other battles. But last night, me and the rest of the TRBRC, a couple of members, we sat down and we kicked it with Cass. So I want to drop this video and let y'all check it out. So let's go. Here's the new intro for 2026. Y'all getting it a little early, but here we go. So let's go.
Yeah. It's the TRBRC. Welcome. Everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the track. We bring it back to TRBRC. Let us interact and make this a fact that we gonna have the best battle raps. It's the new year, 2026, gonna be lit. We gonna do it big. TRBRC. Come on, get ready. We out here, we moving heavy. The TRBRC, watching battle rap scenes getting deadlier. You understand what I said? Cut it up like confetti. Woo. TRBRC, breaking down walls, you can see the levee. The water never run dry. The raps to infinity and beyond. Chevy. Woo. It's like a ride, third planet from the sun. It's getting hot. About to make sure it chop. You did understand. TRBRC, we got a plan. Woo. TRBRC, the real battle rap community. This what you need. When you want the facts, you want the truth. This what you seek. Yo, TRBRC.
All right, let's put it like this. You know how they talk shit about how he raps from back in the day and all that? Excuse me. That he talk about he rapped back in the day and all that bullshit. So he keep evolving on this face-off shit. You know what I'm saying? And,
right.
And like I don't know how he does it because he pretty much says the same thing every time, but he gets under the skin of these motherfuckers. It's like I've never seen Disaster act like that. I've never seen his man act like that. I've never seen Goods act like that. You know what I mean? Out of all of them, like including Arsenal and Easy, out of all of them, I think Goods was probably the best of not losing their mind. But I can say this: Goods was a super duper fan at his face off. Like it looked like he couldn't believe what he was looking at. You know what I mean? And Easy looked like, damn man, why you picking on me? I loved you. Why you put me out there like that? I loved you. And same thing for Hitman Holler. Hitman Holler was like, Cass, stop talking to me like that. I'm not these other dudes. I'm a celebrity like you. You and me are the same. We're the same. You and me. That's what it felt like.
Yo,
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Be proud of me.
do you think
Hard
that
to get rid of it.
you think more people gonna start doing docu-series on themselves for the battle?
No.
Sure.
Battle rappers are extremely lazy, bro. Them niggas ain't about to be doing that shit, bro. These niggas barely can even promote their own damn battles, bro. They don't, this J Hood, this J Mills and Goods and DNA shit was absolutely needed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I want to see more of these niggas do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But, they're not gonna be doing no docu-series anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of these battle rappers are extremely lazy, and they're just not about doing anything extra. They're not motivated to be superstars like they have the ability to become superstars. You know what I'm saying? They don't do what it takes. Why is Cassidy the only person that's promoting the way he's promoting? You know what I'm saying? It's a reason behind that. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, DM3 Snowleg?
Alaikum assalam. What's up, El Flow?
Coolin'. There.
Yeah, man.
What up, Three?
Three just now coming in. I'm checking in with Cass. He's still coming in. I know he just finished doing an interview with ARP. So Cass may or may not pop up. I mean, if you do, appreciate it. If he not, I know he's a busy guy. You know what I mean? I'm just checking back in with him, see if he can come through. But how you feel? What's your take on this, DN3?
My take on it is I've been watching everything, right? And this battle right here is starting to make you understand who's a real one and who's a pretender. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, what did my man Easy say in Straight Outta Compton? I'm what did he say? I'm solidified in these streets. And the thing is, people following Easy, you could tell they pretenders. They really don't know what it is to really be solid, you know? They like all that pretend stuff. You know, it's and also similar with Jay Mills, the song, DNA ain't never been outside. A lot of these cats have never been outside. So they associate the life of Easy, just make up everything and just live like you somebody you not. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like Cass is too real. That's why like we did TRBRC, the real battle rap community. Cats can't get with real, and they gotta push this negative thing on real people. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. What do you think about? You think Easy documentary is really like advertising, marketing the battle, or you think this is like good promo, or you think it's like something different? How you feel about what he got going on?
I see that as damage control. Like he worked for A&R, he worked for Human Resources, and the artisan jacked up and messed himself up. So we gotta fix this. You know, it's not really because if he was really promoting the battle, he would have been doing this right after they had the face off. The whole time that Cass been promoting on all the platforms, it's the same time that Easy should have been doing it. We should have had weeks of this, because he could have easily did what he did. That's like me and Ill Flow. I come to Texas, I just took my phone out and I ride around with Ill Flow, and he showed me everything about Houston. And you could have been doing that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's fact.
You know what? My bad. Please introduce yourself. You came in. Everybody else did the introduction. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I apologize, peeps. Hopefully everybody know me. They call me 3. I'm DM3 from ENT. That's my channel, DM3 Entertainment. You know, my tag is Smooth DJ Abdullah the Butcher. I was a DJ throughout all this in hip hop, and that's why I be having the opinion I be having, because I know what sound good, you know. So if you want to check me out, DM3 Entertainment on YouTube. That's where I'm at.
All right, so now I want to ask everybody on the panel, right? I've been not just reading, but I've been hearing, people been talking. They saying that multi-celebs and all this complex lyricism isn't going to win it. Cass talking about, one syllable bars and stuff like that, but it seems like people don't care about the multis and stuff. Do you think that's going to does that matter? Can you rhyme like hat in the hat and win the battle, or do you think the people who's going to value the multi-syllabs, the complex bars, the way that you put it all together to do things that's really hard to do versus something that's anybody can basically do that say ginger ale and then say I've been well, and it doesn't really, or to say fail and braille and don't have like a layered part, which actually do make it difficult to do, to have perfect rhymes with multiple different intervals that actually form so well that you really don't notice it, but when you go back and you pay attention to it, it's so layered. Do you think that's going to be valued, or you think that you just come in here and just do what you want to as long as it's just hit?
If I could, this is what I'm gonna say. Like I said earlier, it's showing you the difference between those who really listen for lyrics and know the difference between who's a good rapper and who's a bad rapper. I don't know what happened with battle rap, because when battle rap first started, that's what it was about. We always talk about entendres. We always talk about name flips. We always talk about schemes. We always talk about, different, like Cassidy saying, how many syllables you use in your rhymes. We used to say that, but then what I looked at is that battle rappers and battle rap fans are scared of real MCs that have made music come into the industry of battle rap, because they're gonna if they come in, they're gonna take all the fans away from us and we ain't gonna even make no money. So that's why they keep trying to push that simple 1 syllable, 2 syllables. Let me talk about my man lost his girlfriend and all this other stuff, because they know they can't hang when it comes to lyrical dominance on a mic, So that's what it is. But to wrap it all up, real fans of hip hop, real fans of lyricism, we watch it. And you may constantly, these battle rappers are gonna say, I won. Because if you ever notice, ain't no battle rapper ever lost a battle that's in battle rap, right? But real fans know who wins or who loses. And there's way more fans outside of battle rap that watch battle rap that's not gonna get all involved in all this craziness. And we know who really wins or who loses, So that's what I want to say.
That's real.
All right, and we got Shadow 508 saying, lyrical dominance is key. So how do you feel about that, Flo?
You said lyrical dominance is key. Yeah, definitely. I mean, lyrical dominance definitely is key. I'm saying, got to sound believable. Make sure you got all your syllables and all your punchlines and your schemes. Ready and down packed, full clip. So yes, that's definitely very, very important. And that's something that we all know. Cass got that down packed, even with him giving the fans only 10 to 20% of what he really can do. He said this multiple times that people keep begging for that old cast, that old style, or just the punchlines back to back with that hungry, lethal, vicious flow. And so people not realizing that those performances that he did, from the disaster on the stage to Goods, Arsenal, all that stuff, it's not even 50% of what he really could do. And I'll be honest with you, people really, they acting like they want to see that, and they do. But if he would have came in and did that, he would have it would have been so unfair for people to stand, for some of these battle rappers to stand in front of a vintage, cast. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd have been bad. It'd have been bad. But yeah, he's been killing people with only utilizing, or really rather only showing or displaying like 10 to 20% of what he really could do. So this battle, he's really, really, really about to destroy this guy. And I got him winning 3-0. Straight up.
What about you, Flint? How you feel? What you got? What you got to say? What you think?
And I feel that the Cash was, let's just say, Cash came at 100%. He came out, did his 100%. You know how long that battle will be? Like where punchline after punchline, like if you can spit, like think about this. If he would have spit like how he spit, if he spits like how he spit at Disaster, Like, could you imagine if that disaster battle wasn't like if it finished out in a big stadium and Cass used those bars against them, you wouldn't hear any of that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't hear none of it. It's like I feel like we would appreciate the bars better in a smaller room. And I'm sorry to say that because when you're around a big crowd like we about to be around, it's going to be like everybody's there. And if they don't get it, they're like, fuck OG. You feel what I'm saying? Because they don't get it. And it'd be something you got to wait till you get home to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Or to see it. Or to break down the shit. And that's what I'm starting to notice. Like, there was a reason why Cassidy sounded dope in that garage. Because he was heard. You could hear everything. People respected him. You know what I'm saying? But when you was out in that crowd, you had a whole side disrespecting Cass, a whole side disrespecting Biz. Then it got crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And then
That's real.
When he battled Goods, you know what I'm saying? You know he killed Goods in that first round. You know he said dope shit in that second and third round, but the crowd was booing. Forget that the boo crowd was there. It was the fact that everybody was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, when I say everybody, you got guys that want to hear bars, and then you got people that want to see that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not a good mix. And it probably don't even like, you know, I don't think it's fair to nobody, but I feel like these face-offs is definitely shaping up the culture. If you don't do these promotions, battle rap, you hear them say this shit every year. Battle rap is slouching. Battle rap is and then Cassidy comes and nobody thinking about how battle rap is fucked up. But it is fucked up. Everybody wanna be a league owner. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanna run on the deposits. Everybody wanna choke. You know what I'm saying? Disrespecting the art. You know what I mean? Straight up. And if you go to these battle rap events, let's be real too. You don't see a lot of kids at these joints. You don't see a lot of kids with these joints. None. No girls. None. You know what I'm saying? You might see them now because Cassidy gonna be out. But like, you know what I'm saying? No girls, bro. I've been to 7 of them. Marsha was the only girl there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Marsha be like the only girl there.
Super Dave 9000 said that he can relate to, he understand Easy story, and it's like a normal story. But how many people you know that claim places they're not actually from? Is that normal, bro? Is that normal?
Plenty of people. No, let's ask this question. How many niggas do you have that's like, you know, like how the cousin, you know, your boy's cousin is your man, so you under your wing, he's from Philly now, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, look, he's from Philly now, you know what I mean? But he put in work. You feel what I'm saying? Real work. And he can use me as his voucher. Like, yeah, he's from here. Yeah, he's from here. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, you know, like that's what Easy was. Like, think about it. That's what Easy was. But then he, you know, I guess they get mad now because Easy is acting like, you know, he's getting more bigger in his britches. So it's like, where he came from a standpoint where, wow, these are my guys, Reed, I fuck with you. Yo, yeah, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Then he fucking rim. Ain't nobody else fucking rim. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else. Let's be real. Easy got it going on, fucking rim. If any of them other motherfucking battle rappers was fucking rim, right? They probably would like embrace getting socked by Papoose. You know what I'm saying? They probably would embrace, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got slapped by Papoose when I took that thing down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, Flynn, let me add to what you're saying, right? Rim, you know, all due respect to Rim, but Rim she's not the sexiest rapper we know. It's not like he knocking down Lotto. It ain't like he knocking down Nicki Minaj, you know, Rim is more like a girl, like, you know what I'm saying? And
Bro.
his head just got. Go ahead.
No, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, it's a girl that you and I know the whole community want to knock off. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay,
But
I
you're
mean,
the lucky one. But
see,
you're the lucky one.
Yo, Flynn, check this out. I hear what you're saying, but a lot of times, the corny dudes think like that. Street dudes don't think like that. Dudes think Remy is getting the pleasure of getting with me. That's how street dudes. Because we all know we all know rappers don't make money like street people do. You know, they get their record deals, but they got to pay that back. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, he's the type, is the dude that was on the porch. That's why I love the fact that Jay Mills made that song, DNA, Never Been Outside. Because a lot of these cats have never been outside. They don't get off the porch. They live through these battle rappers. They live through all this made up stuff. Like 50 back in the day made the song Pranksters. You a wankster. You a person that's thinking you one way, but you not official. And that's the problem with battle rap. Is too many people pretending, cosplaying like they somebody they not. This is not a comic book, bruh. You know, J-Rock, these are not comic book characters. These are real dudes that have regular lives and be who you are. Like you. One thing you gotta love about Reed Dollars, right? He was like the original gun bar king, but he got guns for real. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to play that, say, oh, you want, what did he say? Something about him having guns all on the gram that show you that he ain't got no record or something. It was something crazy they said. But the whole point
he
is,
said he got a gun license. He said Reed got a gun license. You can't go to jail with a gun license.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that? The foolishness of real men do real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stop all that fabricating, talking about you got this gun, that gun, I sell drugs, I do all this. You don't do none of that. And that's the thing battle rap fans gotta realize. Stop gassing up your favorite battle rapper. If he don't live that life, that life. You know what I'm saying?
You saw that Sue Surf letter, right?
What's up?
You saw that Sue Surf letter, though, right?
Well, not. I didn't see it, but I can see how being real get you in trouble, and see how Surf is like growing up.
Yeah. He's like, gangster shit is taking care of your kids, going home, eating cereal with your babies and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's gangster. Yeah, like, all this gangster stuff is just a bunch of people wanting to prove themselves to other people that they're not official themselves. It's like, yeah, you might be official in the street. But you know what I mean? Like, I guess some people, some people can actually look at going to jail as a part of the game. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I know what I'm about to do, and I know where it's going to lead me to. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind going to jail. But, you know what I'm saying? But, like, a lot of people are just, you can't say they're just doing stuff just to get themselves killed. It's just, if you keep getting away with stuff, and you know what I mean? If you keep getting away with stuff, one day you're going to run into somebody that ain't going to let you get away with it. You know what I mean?
Now,
So
look,
that's all.
Let's discuss the podcast. He sold the paperwork. He said, literally sold the paperwork. Y'all 60-year-old men up here just chatting. Like, so he sold the paperwork. Y'all seen the paperwork?
I seen the clip. I ain't watch it yet, but I seen the thumbnail with the paperwork in his hand. You talking about on Jay Black show?
Yeah. And I guess also in his documentary series, Now, do you consider documents on the phone do you consider that paperwork? because really, we wasn't up here gossiping and going and because he said we up here gossiping, right? Isn't it called gossiping? Is it called gossiping? Going over what is released publicly, like this is what's put out there. We're going over what he's. It's not like we're pulling up and we're just assuming things. We're going off of what he released. That's not considered gossiping. We're going off of things that we've factually seen ourselves that was released by him, right? Because we're not talking about, oh, he's from Pottsville, this, that, and the third. We're talking about things that we actually witnessed, that through the docuseries, through Jay Black, he's showing his phone, he using GPS. Like, that's not gossiping. That's actually what happened. So there's a difference between gossiping and going over things that's actual facts.
Yeah. You're definitely right.
We're accusing them of not being able to Philly.
Let me say this real quick. This is where people get this misconstrued. They get it messed up. We are talking like if all of us is in a barbershop right now and we're just having a conversation. Gossiping is when I say, yo, ill flow, man. You hear about homeboy girl smashed him in the face. And they ain't got nothing to do with it. Ain't nobody bring that up. Ain't nobody talk about that. I just come out my mouth and start talking about somebody's personal business. That's gossiping. But when you deal with a situation that's on public access called YouTube, everybody can see it. Everybody knows about it. It's not gossiping. You're just holding a conversation about what's going on. It's like if LeBron dropped 30 tonight, we're going to talk about it. That's not gossip.
For sure. Right. That's what I'm saying. And we're promoting the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about you. I'm going to the battle. I don't know about y'all. I don't know. But I'm sure y'all might watch the battle somehow. You know what I mean? It's the battle. We're talking about battle rap shit. That's it. That's the culture that we're in. We're talking about battle rap. So if that's gossiping, then that's what you want to call it. You feel me?
Yeah. And you know, Cass just popped up, so he about to come in. He's here. He in the room. So we about to have some conversation with Cass about all this. I appreciate you, Cass, for popping up, showing up. My guy. He been on a tour. He been doing his thing. He been in everybody's podcast, show, Instagram. He been everywhere. I mean, frequent flyer miles. This boy should be getting free trips by now. How much he done travel. You know what I mean? So shout out to my boy. He in here. You know what I mean? But we can keep the conversation going.
Fellas, what's up with y'all, man?
What's up, Cass?
What's good?
What's good, Cass? Good.
The TRBRC. What's up with y'all, man?
Yeah.
Going down, my bro.
Waiting for the battle Saturday.
Yeah, what's going down, my bro?
Well, look, man, we were just talking about you, bro. Motherfuckers saying that we gossiping about Easy, about you, or whatever, and we
y'all
just
can
go
hear me,
by
right?
what we saying.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, we can hear you. You can hear us?
Nah, because my phone was ringing.
Yeah. You just walked in on somebody calling up, somebody in the chat saying,
So how you feel about
"Oh,
Cat, how you feel about this nigga Easy disrespecting knowledge like that? You know what I'm saying? From Hip Hop Is Real. Did you hear that? Did you catch that?
Yeah, he a feminine dude. You know, that's how niggas carry it. That's feminine. I mean, he part of the culture. He taking it personal. He, you know how he carry it, man. You know how that boy is.
Yeah, most definitely.
So,
I was telling the bros that this battle right here is separating official dudes to pretenders. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you official, you're gonna understand what's real and what's not real.
For sure. You know, everything is a little exaggerated with battle rap, with hip hop music, period. But it's just certain guidelines, certain rules and regulations, certain standards you gotta have. And I think he just be going against them all.
Yeah, definitely.
well,
Definitely.
I wanted to tell you this. For you doing this from promo run. All of your promo runs have been legendary. I'm not understanding what. Matter of fact, let me ask you this: do you see anybody following what you've done since you started back in battle rap, or at least trying to make the attempt?
As far as promo, you mean?
Yeah, as far as your promo, like, has anybody? Do you see anybody like at least trying to attempt what you've done as far as promo? Like, do you think anybody sat back and be like, damn, if Cassidy killing on the promo, maybe I should do more promo? Like, do you see people trying to follow in that? Because I do not, and that's, I feel like that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't really see too many people putting their foot on the gas with promos. Jag, when he was back battle rapping, he like took heed and tried to like, promote heavy. So he had shit shook up, but I don't really be seeing a lot of people going as hard as they possibly could to make this shit bigger. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So I don't know. I don't know if they taking heed partially, but not really. I can't tell. You know what I mean?
Right.
But hopefully this run to inspire, you know what I'm saying, other battle rappers to see how lit this event got, because when we first announced it, they wasn't thinking it was going to be like this. So they see what promotion can do. So hopefully it inspire other battle rappers to want to lock in.
For sure.
Nah, that's true though. Like these dudes, like we were saying that earlier, Flint, how these individuals, like they don't promote, they don't know how, they don't put in no effort to try to, push the damn culture like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't hear from these dudes. We just not seeing niggas like the J Mills and the what's the other guy's name, man? J Mills and who, man? Who else going?
DNA.
Yeah, DNA. You know what I'm saying? And the other dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but people like J Mills been, signed at record deals, know what it's like to be around structure. So maybe he, got a better opportunity to know how to carry yourself, talk to the camera. You know what I mean? So a lot of that be important, and maybe those people that's been in the industry got certain advantages. I be putting pressure on the battle rappers to step it up, but you can't really fault them too much because they don't got no examples for real. Just like the first example that they could really see of how to make it different. You know what I'm saying? All the other examples they got wasn't really like this. So maybe, a lot of people just like to lead by example. You know what I mean? And will follow by example. And somebody got to lead by example.
We just see Twerk basically. Oh, my bad, DMP.
I was gonna say, Cass, the problem is, it's like they don't be understanding. Like, you are an example of what they should be doing to get that bag up. Because when I hear you talk about it, you've been around. You came back ever since Disaster, and you've been showing them the same thing every single time: how to promo, how to carry it. But all they want to do is bash on you, right? And I say that's like a prize fight, two boxers. You got Terrence Crawford against Earl Spence, right? If Terrence would have been saying Earl's garbage, he terrible, he ain't good for boxing, that would have never been a good fight. But because both was like, okay, you a champ, I'm a champ, we're gonna talk our shit to each other, but we're gonna push this fight. And the same, they don't understand. Cass coming with the energy, you need to come with your energy. And then when Cass battling, because they don't got the bag for him, you got to do what you seen Cass doing when your next battle. Whoever you battle, you got to have that same energy Cass is giving out. And they don't understand. That's how battle rap don't grow, because they be on that crab in the barrel stuff.
It will go right. It'll grow at a tremendous speed if everybody just put their foot on the gas. Everybody can't do the same thing. Everybody gonna be different, put out different types of energy, but if everybody try to put their foot on the gas as much as they can, then the whole culture will be better off. Even if you don't rap, even if you're just a fan, you'll be better off because you'll get more events, more entertainment. You're a blogger or something like that, you'll be having way more to talk about. Way more people will be tuning in to hear what you got to talk about. So everybody a benefit if, you know what I mean, people put their foot on the gas.
Yeah.
So
This is what I don't get. This is real talk. I'm gonna make this statement. They can copycat your rap style, but they can't copycat the promo. They already copying your style.
But it took a long.
Yeah, they selective with the shit. It's like you sit up there and you battle rapping because of the nigga, but you don't want to follow the blueprint to become great. You know what I'm saying? Promo,
Right.
etc.
Yeah, I think my style though, like when I first was using that style, it was difficult to copy. You know what I'm saying? But it's been around for so long that people could take little parts or like, or they might be copying from somebody else that copied from me and don't even know they got it from me. So, I mean, that's slightly different than this. This version of promo is more new. You know what I'm saying? So people just seeing it for the first time. So I'm sure to be a bunch of people in the future that's trying to duplicate this energy, trying to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the example they got. But it might take time before they could figure it out. And some people, when it's like a crazy amount of energy, some people like to be against it for a minute. Like they try to knock it and act like they don't even need to do that, or make up an excuse why it's happening because they know it's a lot of work and they don't even know how to figure out how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I just feel like it's obvious because it's like I can attribute to most of these battle rappers probably got real jobs and they can't invest the time in themselves like how you can. You know what I mean? But that's just an excuse. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you in battle rap, I feel like when battle rap first came out, niggas was doing it to try to get a deal. Then at some point, motherfucker said, fuck the deal, I just want to be a better battle rapper. I want to be the best battle rapper. Now, how you going to be the best battle rapper if you're not going to keep putting elements of yourself out there for your next battle rap? Like you see the corny shit at the end of each event where they do, you know, where somebody, you know, they like let's say if you wanted to battle Twerk next, you would just say something against Twerk, and then the nigga show up or whatever. But then that's it. You don't even expect nothing else to happen because nobody's promoting afterwards. You know what I mean? It's like it looked good on the night of that event, like right after everything is done, boom, and we expecting to see promotion after that. And everybody think it's okay to just go in the back, and then they show up to the shows, joking, you know what I mean, and all types of shit. You would think they was promoting. Yeah.
You would think that nobody would really promote like how you see them do if these machines and these systems ain't set up for them to promote. So when you got a record deal, they'll put you on a promo tour. They'll set it up and set up everything for you to do. It'll be on schedule. Everything will be lined up what you need to do to promote, to let people know that you about to drop this music. You know what I'm saying? If you like shoot a movie or something, they'll have budgets together or obligations for the actors to do certain promo to let people know that the movie coming. That's just automatic. So like with battle rap, you know what I mean? The business is so small that there don't be enough money involved for people to, you know, hire the right staff and lock people down and make them do the right things that they need to do because it's smaller money. So I think that's why people not as focused as they need to be. And when a certain amount of money come around, like when Caffeine was giving out a lot of money, instead of people like forcing people to lock in more, people got more lazy. They was promoting less, and there was more money around, more opportunities, more battles, and they started working less and just taking advantage of the opportunity. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can't give people the option. You just got to force them. Like, if you want this money, you got to do this. That's why people do what they do at their job. And people barely do the work at their job. They try to figure out a way to half-ass their job as much as they can. But you still got to demand that certain things be done or you get fired because, or else it wouldn't get done. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to just be like, yo, if y'all trying to get some money in this battle rap shit, you got to do this. And then you'll see certain people following the procedures and mean,
Yo, Cass, I wanted to ask a question. You heard about Jay Mills and Verb is supposed to start going at it. Do you think that's going to be a good thing for the culture too, if they start making diss tracks? And who do you think
with the video?
I think anytime.
Just did it against DNA and Goods, where A Verb is starting to go back and forth with him now. And I'm saying, you think once they start dropping songs, you think that's going to be good for the culture too?
Yeah, I think anytime people being competitive, trying to show their skill, trying to show that they the best, it's always good for the culture. Especially if it ain't like violent. I mean, nothing happened to nobody. It's definitely good for the culture. It's entertaining for the fans. It help the artists get better. It's profitable. So it's definitely good for the culture. Give bloggers stuff to talk about and the fans to argue back and forth about. Because that's the main thing that like entertain people with like competitive stuff is to be able to pick a side or pick a team or pick somebody that you feel as though is going to win and be able to argue about it or bet on it or things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's good.
Yeah, because Jay Mills was in his bag when he did his little music. And that's when you can see where I be telling people, I don't call like you and Jay Mills industry rappers. I say y'all was battle rappers that make music. You know what I'm saying? And you can see the difference.
Yeah. And it's good to show like battle rappers the difference. Like just from being on the stage with the theatrics, no beat. It's like a difference when you're making music and there's beats behind it. Not exactly the same. So some battle rappers be having trouble competing when they jumping on beats. And some people that's nice on beats be having trouble figuring out how to do that battle rap style on stage.
Bro, I got how, did you hear about because I remember you was talking about the damn freeway battle, you know what I'm saying? And nigga Oskino was saying something that he had something for you or something like that. Like he would have won or something. Did you hear anything of that degree before?
You said he would have won.
Yeah, he was saying something recently. What goddamn channel was it on, man? Somebody was asking him about that. He was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, he would have, been able to, do his thing, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, you would have got the business too, man.
Nah, I mean, he cool. You don't know his exact words, so you might have got him mixed up what he said or something. And I would have to hear it to know like what he meant. Right, he was definitely there. He was there, so you know what I mean. He was at the freeway battle, so you know what I mean. So many years ago, so much pressure was on. Everybody got their own perspective, their own memory. Not like watching a DVD to a movie where everybody remember it perfectly. They just gonna remember it how they remember it and might tell the story different ways, but it is what it is.
Hey,
So
no,
you still
how does it feel to be the first person to make somebody do a documentary about themselves? Like, how does that feel?
Yeah, it feel good, man. It feel definitely good to have somebody under pressure panicking. I mean, can't figure it out, just doing whatever they could do to try to survive. Yeah, that feel good.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Big 2-part series though. That way he didn't stop with one. He had doubled down on it. Created a whole another second one. Like that is phenomenal. That never been done. Never been done, yo.
Plus,
he said he got like what? Part 4, part 3, and part 5 coming out, some bullshit like that, bro.
he only got one more day left. You know what I'm saying? Because Saturday will be it. You know.
Man, I wasn't advising to drop no more of them Jones, man. It's making them look worse. Just catching them in lies every day, every few minutes. I'm posting up new stuff and I'm just lying and contradicting myself. And be able to poke holes in that documentary, a bunch of them, because he lying. So, I mean, I don't think it's a wise move to do something like that right before the battle. But like I said, he was panicking. That's why he was staying quiet for so long. And he was trying to figure out, like, yo, I messed up by staying quiet. Now, what can I do to not be quiet? And tried to think of something, but it ain't really. And I was like, I like how he was probably hoping for.
And then I was gonna say, Cass, I understood what y'all was saying when y'all was like, "You're not from Philly, right?" Because I tell my story. I was born in Queens, right? But I lived in the Bronx in Connecticut. I ain't never said, I lived. I never said I live in Queens. I was born there, but I couldn't rep it because nobody know me there, you know. So I understood what you were saying.
For sure. Yeah, like, you know, my situation, you know what I mean? I was born and raised in Philly in the same city, but like my sons, like I've been moving around since they was born. So, you know what I mean? They done moved around, bounced around. So I know what that lifestyle is like, you know what I mean? I know what it could be like to not be in one place or one school or one state or whatever. But it's still like, you know what I mean? Everywhere they went, every school they went to, they have friends and people that know them, teachers that know them. They could probably still go back there after wild years, and it'll still be a bunch of people that recognize them. They still got friends there now that they go back to visit, or their friends might come visit them. So that's the thing that be confusing me. Like, regardless if you moved around, you was born somewhere else or whatever, it's just like, man, he just be lying, man. I know where he was raised. I know where he grew up. I know where he spent the majority of his life. But he want the fans to believe that he spent the majority of his life in Philly, which is a lie.
Yeah. And that's what you saying, because like you said, everywhere I've lived growing up, I got homies, friends, people who know me. They'll walk and say, "Yeah, I know him from there. I know him from here." But I can't name somewhere else I ain't never lived before, and people, I can't say it because nobody know me there. So I get it. I get it 100%.
For sure. And when you from somewhere, you don't even gotta get all of these folders and documents and paperwork. Yeah. Like, it's people that's from where you say you from that should be able to vouch for you. That's anybody that's really from somewhere. You don't even gotta do too much proving it, because there's gonna be a bunch of people that's from there that's gonna vouch that you from there. So that's the thing I'm having a problem with, believing that he from anywhere. He say he making up streets that don't exist. He putting streets that's in different neighborhoods in the wrong neighborhood. He just making so many mistakes and just doing so much lying that it's getting ridiculous. It's like, I seen people lie, but not like it's overwhelming with him, bro. It's like, damn.
And then he gets angry when he get caught in a lie. That's what's crazy. It's like, you get caught in a lie, lying. Why you mad at me?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I would never show my information though, bro. I would never show my, like put my social security card or my damn birth certificate and shit just to prove the point. That's crazy, bro. When I seen that, I was shocked. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to say one thing real quick. When y'all talking about the birth certificate, I just popped up and thought about something. All birth certificates got the stamp of the county they born in. I ain't seen no stamp on that joint. That's the thing that I noticed. You know, there's no stamp.
And that same the city on it.
You know.
Let me ask you a question, guys, because this I asked Enlightening this. Okay.
It was Photoshop
from Philly.
I think it had to be, bro. Look at the fonts. Look at the font size, and like some of it was bold. You know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, like that shit not even how this shit's supposed to look, bro.
All right, let me ask you a question,
like, how do you have, like, you know where they put, like, one second. You know where they put name, like you name, and then after name you put, it's the person's name, but like where it says name, like the ink was all small and little, and then like the name part was all bold and shit and big and capsized and shit. And I was like, man, this shit gotta be Photoshop, bro. This shit.
What you gonna say?
Yeah.
People willing
No,
to
what
go
I was
to
gonna
any
say
levels
is,
like him.
What you say, Cass?
I was just saying people will go to any levels like him, man. They'll Photoshop some, fake some. You know what type of boy he is.
well, look, I got a question for you. I tell people I'm from Philly, right? But originally I was born in Binghamton, New York, right?
Okay.
But I went to school in Philly. Is that cool?
When you start going to school there?
From kindergarten on up.
Yeah. Then you from Philly then.
All right, cool. I wanted to make that very, very clear. Like, if you talk about producing documents, my documents don't say Philly.
I would rather you. Nah, it's not about your birth certificate. Like, I would rather you say you from Philly than New York, because when you was in New York, you can say you born in New York, but you can't say you from there because you didn't really spend no time there. You don't know what the culture like. You ain't learned nothing there. You was a baby. By the time you start coming outside, you was in Philly. So when you learned everything, when you experienced the first everything, it was in Philly, around Philly people. So you from Philly.
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
And I had a couple people, they was asking, where can they get the
But
merch?
his is in reverse. He, like the same way you was born in New York, he was born, like he's saying he was born in Philly, right? So even if you was, you left right away. You know what I'm saying? And you went to Pottsville. And you've been there your whole time. And when you was in foster care or whatever, you might have got a shift to Philly for a month or two. You know what I mean? You might have visited family members here and there. But you was never like in Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then like
foster care,
the Philly attire is wild though. It's just like me. I'm an H-Town dude. I'm from H-Town, from Houston. I don't see niggas out here wearing. We don't wear like a whole. But I mean, here and there, you might catch a nigga with a Rockets jersey on, like an H-Town hat, a Houston hat on. Once in a while, bro. Or really, you'll catch a nigga with an Astros jersey on. Yeah.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get back on with y'all in a minute. They about to come get me. I gotta go shoot up there to the battle, the Philly. About to get myself together and be out.
Be safe, bro.
Okay.
Be safe.
What's love, bro? Like the outfit, like where can they get the merch? Because people loving the merch. Is that merch available? That's what people want to know for your league, bro.
Yeah, Cassidy, thegoat.com. The GOAT is THE. Cassidy, CASSIDY, THEGOAT.com.
Yes, sir. Get the salute, my bro. Hey, we gonna see you up at that hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Oh, y'all pulling up, man? Who all pulling up, man? Who all pulling up?
Oh, you already know, man. What kind of questions are these, man? What kind of questions are these?
All right, so I see y'all tomorrow or Saturday or whenever y'all get there, man. I'll be up there in a minute.
We're gonna call you as soon as we touch down, bro.
Love, man, in a minute.
Peace. Love. Peace. Salute. TRBRC. You already know.
No, look.
You know, I wasn't dick riding, was I? Was I dick riding? That wasn't dick riding, was it?
You still alive?
I don't want to be. Okay, all right. I ain't want to be dick riding. I mean, that wasn't dick riding, right?
What'd you say?
Cool. That wasn't dick riding, now, was it? No, because I really think motherfuckers be out here dick riding, because I be seeing it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
The American public is not stupid. They're not going to buy this.
The American public are a bunch of fucking morons. You know it and I know it. They will buy whatever we sell.